Father, Holy Father, my Father in heaven, I need to tell individuals that may be listening to this, which are not many. I need to tell them. In the past, I have said that I have the spirit of truth. In the past, I have said, my Father in heaven communicates with me. I don't have a huge church. I am not a preacher of a huge church. I am not a preacher of any church. No one is following me. I am by myself. How can God communicate with me? I live in a dormitory in San Antonio, Texas. That's where I sleep. By choice. I have denounced and refused. I have rejected money. I have rejected money. I do buy food. I do buy clothes. But I wish I didn't have to. I wish I didn't have to. The train is going by right now. I wish I didn't have to buy food. I wish I could grow it myself. I wish I didn't have to buy clothes. I wish that we could make it ourselves. I wish that I can make it myself. Of course, growing my own food, raising my own livestock, creating clothes for myself, I cannot do it by myself. And it pains me and it hurts me that I have to use money to buy food and clothes. I have said in the past, my Father in heaven communicates with me. I have said in the past, my Father in heaven communicates with me. You would think that it would be communicating with priests, with ministers. You would think that my Father in heaven would be communicating with priests in Catholic churches. You would think that my Father in heaven would be communicating with ministers in Christian churches. But he doesn't. They keep repeating what they've learned. They keep repeating what others have taught them. How can my Father in heaven communicate with me. I don't have a following. I'm by myself. I don't have a church. I don't preach in a church. I live in a dormitory. I sleep in a dormitory. I wish I could sleep outside. I wish I could sleep outside. In the streets of San Antonio. But the city has made it very difficult. The laws perpetrate, motivate, and force people to go in debt. Huge mortgages, expensive cars. If you don't live like that, it is very difficult. And I suffer a lot. I suffer a lot. Ministers and priests sometimes teach. They sometimes teach that if you're with my Father in heaven, you ought to be happy all the time. You ought to be happy most of the time. And that is not true. They sell a message that makes people feel guilty when they feel feelings about their sadness, even though they may be with God. How can one not suffer in this world that is dominated by people that are corrupt, people that only seek money? It is indicated by the destruction of the planet. I am not making this up. Money is synthetic and it is man-made. It is not from God. Money is not from God. I gotta stop now. Right now. It is Thursday, July 29, 2021. I may leave this video until tomorrow, Friday, July 30, 2021. I am Arturo Espinosa. I have the Spirit of Truth. If you want to know who the Spirit of Truth is, refer to the Holy Gospel according to John, chapter 15, verse 26. In that verse, it is written about my Father in heaven. In that verse, it is written about my brother and my friend Jesus Christ. And in that verse, it is written about the Spirit of Truth, which without any question, it is the Holy Spirit. Yes.